Good evening, and welcome to another LEGO Speed Champions build. Now that we've done 3 consecutive 2-packs, I'm going to go back to single cars for a while. I actually have 4 cars in hand and in my build queue with another 2 cars that I have that are currently easily obtainable. And so we'll be stacking up a build queue of several single cars over the next few weeks. So I thought today we would start with one of the more unique ones in the line. Let's switch over the camera and I will show you. This here is the McLaren Elva. There's a few unique things about this set. The first major unique thing about the set is if you notice, there is no canopy piece. This is currently the only open canopy car in the Speed Champions Generation 2 series. That said, there is another open canopy car coming out in the June 1st wave. So this won't be unique in that regard for long. Also, it's not coming. Also, I'm not sure how well you can see the driver in there, but this is the first single car set to feature a female driver. Most of the single cars have male drivers, and the female drivers have really only been featured in the 2-packs. But this, for a while, was the only single car set with a female driver. There are 2 now, because since we built the Ford Mustang, and the June 1st wave apparently has a 3rd single car set with a female driver. But this was the first, and for a while, the only one. So that's 2 unique things about this car and this set. And let's also, if you can see the image, it doesn't look like it's going to be terribly sticker heavy. You can see it's mostly mostly the same color all the way throughout. Let's take a look and see what we got. Oh, before we do, back of the box, typical Speed Champions tradition, you can see the car driving away, and then a photo of the real car. And then here is a close-up of the interior of the car. Okay, let's go ahead and get this open. Where's the... trying to find the opening tab. This box doesn't appear to have the opening tab. Alright. Oh, there it is. It was hiding in the shadows of the image. So let's get this open. One last look at the box. We have bag 1, which we will need immediately. Bag 2 I'm going to set off to the side. And let's see what else we've got in here. We've got this little baggie of wheel covers. Something we see commonly in Speed Champion sets. I'll go ahead and set that aside until we need it. Wow. I predicted correctly. This is one of the smallest sticker sheets I've ever seen in a Speed Champion set so far. There's only 7 total stickers on here. Stickers won't be that hard at all. And of course, the instruction book, which we are going to set aside because, as you know, I use the PDF instructions on my computer screen. Let's pull them up now. And I can also see by page count, there's a few less pages in this build than in the average Speed Champions car. So this will probably go together reasonably quickly. Let's go ahead and get out our pieces. Right now we're opening up bag 1. And bag 1 does come with the standard chassis piece. Wow. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. As we go into the instruction book here, you can see it's a traditional Speed Champions build, with bag 1 being the back of the car and bag 2 being the front of the car. We're starting, of course, with the driver. So we're going to start by assembling the driver. And we need to find the hair piece. There it is. And there's our driver. And there's the hair. You can see the hair and some more printing on the back with the McLaren logo. That's a cute hair piece. As we usually do, we're going to set her aside. And we're not going to put the helmet on her because she does not yet have a car to drive. So let's go ahead and put her helmet together. And she also gets the traditional wrench. No need for the spare wrench on this car. One driver, one wrench. Sticker sheet ready to go. Chassis ready to go. I got the tool ready to go. Let's go ahead and put this where I can reach it better. And let's start the build. So we're going to start, of course, with the chassis piece. And then we're going to start adding brackets and plates to build it up. Looks like the foundation of this car has a lot of black pieces, but when we get to the main unit, it's mostly all blue. This is the traditional Lego blue. I think this is the only Speed Champions car to be in this shade of blue. The Ford Mustang was a darker blue, and there's also a brighter light blue color that's used for some of the for one of the 2 packs that I don't have yet. But I think this might be the only Speed Champions Generation 2 car currently in traditional blue. That's one thing it has. Another thing it has in common with the Ford Mustang is that they're both blue. And they're both unique in terms of build amongst the line. So we have here our wheel block. Standard Lego build disclaimers apply. My fat fingers sometimes get in the way, and I try to do things for comfort and not having to contort too much. So if I go off camera for a little bit of the build, or you can't see something, it's not a big deal, because you can't see through a human's flesh, unfortunately. And now we have the other wheel block. which we will attach, which we will line up with these brackets here. I think. Oh no, I did not position that correctly. It's a good thing I caught that before turning the page. Let's try that again. There, that's what it's supposed to look like. And then we have some more brackets. So yeah, like I mentioned before, I have 3 more single cars in hand, with 2 more being in, 2 more single car acquisitions being in sight. Overall, including the June wave, I have 15 total sets left, including 6 more 2-packs and 9 more single cars. This does not include the 3 cars that I already have in hand waiting to be built. So let's get our wheel arches on. Our first hints of the beautiful color of this car. And I do apologize that my voice is a little raspy tonight. I was doing some audio recording project earlier this week and didn't give my voice enough time to recover. So there, our first bits of the car's outer color are now on the car. The standard wheel covers, of course. And now we're going to start filling in some of the body of the car so we can start forming and shaping it. Something fell. What fell? I can't tell what fell. And then we have some of these groove bricks. Not sure if they're meant for texture or if they're actually not going to be visible. I guess we'll find out later. But it looks like we are hiding them behind brackets, so not sure why we have the textured bricks instead of regular ones. Unless they are a little bit exposed, which would explain that. But I guess we'll find out as we build this up if those 2 texture bricks are in fact exposed. And another layer of what's going to be invisible colored pieces to help us align placement. If my voice still sounds like this, and if my voice continues to sound like this over the next few days, this might be my only stream this week. I also don't want to build all 4 of my cars before I have the next car or 2 in my build queue. I want to be moving forward with the series at this point. So I want to make sure I always have a few sets in my queue at any given time. Okay, I think that's how it's meant to be. And now we're going to begin our first sub-assembly. So I'll put the car down there for a moment. Okay, let's go ahead and get this started. clips are in gray, not black. Okay. All right, let's keep building. Yeah, this looks like it's going to be a pretty involved sub-assembly by the time we finish it. Okay, so we're putting on these silver-colored candlestick pieces. Looks like that's going to be the exhaust pipes of the car. All right, that was a satisfying click. And then we need some panel pieces. There's a panel there. The other panel goes in like this. And then we need some tiles, the corner tiles. And the corner tiles go around the exhaust pipes. Excuse me. And then brackets and plates. Okay, and then we have some more building up to do here. I like how every car has a unique assembly to bring out the unique shaping of every car. No two Speed Champion builds are the same. I like how they really capture the unique shaping of every car. Okay, what's going on here? So the wedge pieces. So that goes on the side like that. And then we need to do another one of those for the other side. Like this. I should probably make sure I'm lining these up correctly. looks like they line up that way. Okay, so we're supposed to stand it up like that, and then this step is similar to the other step, except this time we're also adding brackets. That was a close one. Okay, so it looks like the bracket allows it to attach to the similar piece like that. And now we have to do that for the other side. We don't have many black colored pieces left, which is good because it's hard to find black in the piece pile in my limited lighting. It would help if I was facing pieces the right way. This one will go onto here like this. So this is what we have so far. And now we just need to put 2 of our 7 stickers onto this section. Sorry if I'm a little off camera. Stickers require precision work. Which way is that facing? Toward the top. Okay. Okay, unfortunately that was lined up almost perfectly. But part of the sticker stuck off the edge, meaning it wasn't good enough. You don't want to leave part of the sticker hanging over the edge. So that's what this back section looks like with the stickers attached. You can see the McLaren Elva logo and the tail lights. And I was right about those being exhaust pipes. And this section will attach to these brackets on the back, like this. And just like that, we got some more of the shaping for the back of the car. Okay, let's keep going. Interesting use of axe heads to make more tail-like shapes here. All right, let's see if I can find those pieces. Yeah, trans red axe heads to be exact. It's a little unusual to see weapon pieces like this in these colors, but it's not unheard of. And some of the more fantasy-based themes have characters who have like energy weapons and stuff, so. And we need to do another one of those sections. This one will plug in here. And how exactly do they line up? There's not supposed to be too much in the line of gaps. We can probably adjust these up until a certain point. That's what they look like attached, those axe heads. That's all that's going to be visible of the axe heads once we finish the back. Okay, let's keep going. Interesting use of some panels here. The panels sit over the axe heads like that. Where's the other one? Here's the other piece. I need one more piece. This one sits over on this side like that. And now we start to do some tiling. Okay. These tiles are connected with only one stud. Hopefully we put something that pins them in place so we don't accidentally knock them off. Okay. I get the feeling that all those bits are supposed to be lined up. So why aren't... There we go. Okay, what's going on here? Bear with me a minute. These tiles are all supposed to be smooth with each other. Yeah, the middle part of the assembly wasn't pushed in all the way. I think we're good to go now. All right, what do I have going on here? These go here. And then we get this one going here. And then we get some more of the little brackets on the sides, like this. We've been streaming for about a half hour, and we're already almost halfway through the instruction book. Okay, let's keep going. We have some more of this, we have some more of the blue tiling up to do. All right, there's this wedge. Okay, this goes here. And this is supposed to go here, it looks like. Yeah. So that's what that looks like attached. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. We're starting to fill in some of the siding of the car now. Okay, that's on. And now we have, oh boy, there's a lot of slopes going on here. So yes, we do completely cover over those textured bricks from earlier, leaving none. Actually, they're a little tiny bit exposed, but it won't be noticeable once we fill in the rest of the surface shaping. Is that 8 or 6? I can't tell. Yeah, it's 6. Okay. Should have been obvious from the picture, but sometimes I get a little blurry-eyed when I get a little tired, but I'm fine. This is a relatively small build today. We're fine to get through it. Night's still young. And that whole back section just fell off. Let me fix it. You know what? I don't think it just fell off. I think it popped off when we were trying to flatten those tiles earlier. If I put it where the instructions say to put it, it pops up those tiles. Now, I think I didn't have it pushed in all the way. We're back in business. You can see with those top tiles in place, you can't even see the axe heads at all, really. You can just see the tiny slivers of the edges that make up the tail lights. And you can even barely see that in the limited lighting of this room. But we just put these slopes along the bottoms of both sides, starting to fill in some of the siding detail. So now we have to put some jumpers on this long plate. This is going to start to set up the seating area, I think. That goes in like that. So then we get some more slope pieces. The parts pile is a little harder to work with when all the parts are the same color. It becomes harder to find a specific piece when the pieces are similar in size and shape and all the same color. But it gets easier with time as you get more Lego experience. Okay, what's going on here? So it looks like we're starting to build up the central console area. There is a little tile there and another little tile here. Okay, so here's where we put the seats in. Oh, and these are printed pieces. These aren't stickers for the seats. That's a nice surprise. Usually with Speed Champions, they would do stickers for this kind of detail. So I think it's really nice that they gave us prints instead of stickers for these two curved slopes. That's what the seats look like. We're going to so it's a jumper layered on a jumper. Interesting. Well, technically it's a jumper layered on a bracket layered on a jumper, but still a cool it's still a cool layering going on to make up the different shapes. Okay, I should have one more of those jump plates. And one more of those jump plates, and I'm not seeing it. Let me see if it got left behind in one of the baggies. Nope. Oh, there it is. Somehow it wound up next to the driver. We're good to go. Let's build the other seat. You've seen it before, so I'm just going to pop this one in like that. And that's what it looks like with those seats inserted. And now we have some of these bar pieces. And they'll go behind the seats like this. We have some more corner plates. It's interesting how much of this build uses corner plates, given that we haven't really seen a lot of those throughout other cars. But every car has its own unique shaping quirks. And then we put the brick here. And then we have this gray piece here. This is an unusual piece. I've never seen it before. And this will attach to these studs back here. Like that. So that's what that gray piece looks like when attached. And then we put these red pieces on, and then some more tiles here. So yeah, looks like we're closing up some of the shaping for the back now. So a little bracket and a little tile like that. And these will go on top of the seats like that to finish the seat appearance. One more of those. That's what the seats look like with the top pieces put on. And then we need some wedges to finish up the shaping for the back here. We're past the halfway point in the instructions. I'm trying to figure out where these wedges are supposed to go. Oh, they're supposed to go on the brick here. And then the big outer wedges go along here like this. And this is 4 of the 5 remaining stickers. Interesting. There's only 1 sticker left for the other bag. Now, in this car, with only 1 sticker remaining, this is the only page we're going to see like this, the spread where we put on multiple stickers at once. This is a Speed Champions tradition that we typically see a lot of, usually several times in a build. But tonight, we just have this kind of spread once. That's not straight at all. Let's see if I can fix that without too much sticker damage. I've creased a few of these Speed Champion stickers when trying to correct them. Better. There's a visible crease in the sticker, but it's not visible from all angles. I think we'll be fine. All right, and 1 more sticker for this section. Given that this piece is in between other pieces, this is 1 sticker that they should have had us place before putting the piece on. I had to take it out for better precision and alignment anyway. Okay, let's put that back in now. It would help if I could line this section up properly. There we go. So that's what the back looks like with those 4 stickers put on. And now it's time for bag 2. And it says to pull out the wheel covers, but we're not going to do that till we're ready. So this is what the car looks like so far. We have the back half pretty much built up, and now we're going to work on the front half of the car. You'll notice that we break from Speed Champions tradition here. There is no canopy piece for this car. This is an open air car, which Speed Champions doesn't really do a lot of. This is the only one until the June wave, when we're getting a second. And as usual, I will set the 4 tires aside so that they don't start rolling around on me. Okay, let's start building. There's a relatively small number of pieces in this bag. We'll be done with this very soon, I think. This will be one of my quicker builds, car builds. Okay, we need to build an assembly here. Give me one moment. Okay. Yeah, this bag is starting out pretty quickly. I'm not trying to rush stream. I really am enjoying the build process, but I'm supposed to help my brother with something after stream, and I don't want to be doing that too late. Okay, so this whole section will attach on to here. How does it line up? Okay, it looks like these line up with that, like that. All right. So that's what that looks like attached. So we get these three little studs for the along here. And then we get the okay, we need one more. There it is. And then we need that hinge base. When you see a hinge piece in Speed Champions, it's to get precise shaping going on. Precise angling and shaping. No parts of Speed Champions cars actually flex all that well. Okay, so it looks like here we have a tiny printed tile to make up part of the console. And then we have a steering wheel that goes next to that. Let's see, how's this supposed to line up? And then we have a jump plate. And then a regular 2x4 plate. And now we're going to do another assembly. This one's done with panels and brackets. Interesting kind of a sandwiching effect going on here. I know my fingers are getting in the way of you being able to see what I'm doing. That's typical with Lego builds here. That's what we just built. And it goes on the front of the car like this. Okay, that's on. Give me one moment. Sorry about that. My brother just came home. He's fine. Let's go on. Um, we have less than 20 pages of instructions left, so let's go ahead and finish this. The front of the car is starting to take shape now. Where's the, there it is. Okay, and then we have some red tiles. These are probably going to get covered over. And the tiles go right up to the bottom of the hinge base. Or I should say the edge of the hinge base. I put that in incorrect positions. Time for the tool. That came off pretty cleanly and quickly. Now you know why I keep the tool with me at all times during building. This is supposed to go there. And the red tiles actually go to a corner to the hinge base. And then we get this blue tile for this section here. So now we're going to put the wheel arches on. And now the front of the car will really start to take shape. Let's make sure we line everything up correctly, so we don't repeat the alignment issues we had earlier while building the back. We still have a lot of pages left for only having, we have a lot of pieces left for only having 16 more pages of instructions. Especially considering this page only has 2 pieces we're putting on. Interesting. Okay, let's keep filling in some details here. And then we need tiles. Oh, and these are actually silver. These aren't straight gray. That's cool. Not that these tiles will be particularly noticeable in the final build. Well, they might, considering how they reflect the light. Yeah, that's what it looks like with those transparent tiles and silver tiles put in. Actually, those transparents were plates, not tiles. These, however, are tiles. That steering wheel is not a stable connection. It's attached by one stud. But with Speed Champions, in order to get that accurate shaping, sometimes you have to attach things by only one stud. Again, it says we're supposed to put a stud behind the steering wheel like that. And now it looks like we're going to start tiling off the edge. So it looks like there's a slope here in front of the steering wheel. And then we get another one of those little slopes over on this side, it looks like. And then we get some wedges around the central console thing here. Interesting how we're tiling off the interior. Not all the cars show that attention to detail. On this car, they kind of have to, because there's no canopy to hide any uneven bits. And now we're going to do a sub-assembly. And look, it looks like that's the top. It looks like from the instructions that we get a hinge piece going on here. So that's going to be the top of the hinge that'll snap into the hinge base we put in before. And the rest of the pieces around it will hold it to a specific position and help the car keep its distinctive angles. If we flip it over, we can add the hinge plate. And then we also put our last sticker on here. And this sticker is just the McLaren logo for the front of the car. And this will pop into the hinge like that and then fold into the proper angle. And there is a little bit of a gap, but that can't be helped when dealing with hinges. Looks like the front of the car is almost done. We still have some finishing up to do though before it looks good. We're gonna put in some more wedges along the front edges of the car to complete the unique shaping. Okay, so it looks like we're going to have two sub-assemblies to finish up the sides here. Let's see how these go together. Okay, so there's a little bit of a clip. That's probably what's going to hold it onto the side. And then some more sloping and tiling to finish off the smooth look. I like how Speed Champions cars typically have a smooth look on the outside where they layer up the tiles and curved slopes to give everything a finished, even look without a lot of exposed studs. There are some exposed studs. That's unavoidable with Lego. Then we pop that clip into there. And then we fold that down to make, okay. So that's what the side of the car looks like. Interesting angles going on there. That's a unique way of doing the siding. I don't think we've seen angled sides like that on previous cars. Usually there's a bracket and they're flat, and then they're flat. Anyway, let's do the other side section. Clip. And then slope, tiles. And we're really almost done with the car at this point. We only have a few pieces left and a few pages of instructions. This one will clip in to this side like here. And boom, that's the sides of the cars done. And now we have oh, I put that on backwards. That's all right. Easy fix. This car does have some exposed studs in the front there where the canopy would otherwise go. And it's time for the wheels. Let's push these over to the side here. And it looks like we want the 5-pointed wheels. Even though I have 3 more cars in my build queue, this may be my only Speed Champion stream this week, because I do want to, I want to keep the queue going, so I want to make sure I always have sets in reserve. So I don't want to build the others too fast if I'm not able to secure other cars behind them. So we're gonna attach these wheel covers to the tires and then pop the tires into the car. It would help if I was putting the wheel cover on the correct side of the tire. So that's what the wheel looks like. With the tire and the wheel attached, that's what it looks like. We'll pop that into the car like that. There's the car. You can see no canopy. It's got unique shaping. This is actually, we're just over the hour mark, and I talked a little bit at the start of stream. This is my record for quickest Speed Champions build, but it wasn't a particularly tough one. Easy on the stickers, no canopy. This was pretty easy as far as Speed Champions goes. One more look at the driver. And let's put her helmet on. And because it's an open car with no canopy, it'll complete the look more if I just put her in. So let's get the driver into the car. And that's what it looks like with the driver ready to go. And now let's see if we can do an exit raid. I think this was a successful build today. Sorry about that. I have a picture loaded up left over from the Star Wars stream, and I clicked on that by accident, but yeah. Without the canopy, it does look a little less substantial than some of the other cars, but it's cool being able to have a good view of the driver in the driver's seat. With most of the other cars, I just leave the drivers out. You've seen how I do it. And that's the way this display is going to be too, just because that's how I do all my Speed Champions cars. But for purposes of the exit raid, you can look at it like it was meant to be. So let's turn off the instructions. You can get a good view of the car. I'm just gonna model the car while going over to my Twitch window, see who we can raid. Oh, Issa's on tonight. I mean, there's a couple good musicians on, but several of them are people who typically have raids turned off. So let's raid Issa tonight. You'll like her. All right, this was fun. I have 3 more cards ready to go. That'll put us at the halfway point of the collection. And then from there, I got even more cards to collect. We'll be finishing Speed Champions at some point within the next few months. As we approach the halfway point of the collection. Let's go raid Issa. Let's enjoy some good music. And I will see you soon with another car. Or some gaming content. It's been a while. I've only done 1 gaming stream the past 2 months, so I'm overdue. Have a good night. You're done streaming already? How long do you want to listen to your raid? The microphone's still live.
Every 20 seconds or 20 hours. Welcome in. Quiero nada.